Hello everyone, this is Kay and you're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome back to the channel. It's lovely to be here with you guys again today, and I hope you're happy to be here and that you enjoy the video today. And if you enjoy the content I put up on my channel, would you please consider subscribing if you haven't already? It's absolutely free, and commenting, sharing, and liking would also be very much appreciated. Thank you. So let's begin. Today is Wednesday, July the 17th, 2024. We're going to do a collective reading as usual, starting with the past energy. I'm going to go ahead and call in Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit. Thank you so much for being here with me. Will you please envelop me in your beautiful angelic wings of light, love, protection, and guidance? Thank you. Please guide and assist me today with correctly interpreting the energies of these cards that I draw as directed by you. Thank you, Archangel Michael and Holy Spirit. So we're going to tell a story for the collective today. The story is going to be that which the collective most needs to know today. It may or may not resonate with you today, but all these readings are timeless. Even though I give the date, they're timeless. So whenever you're watching them, it will be perfect for you. So let's start with the past energy. Archangel Michael, what is the story? Knight of Swords. Okay, Knight of Swords. To me, now, in all the other decks, you see them on a horse, right? This one is not on a horse. However, the meaning is still the same, is that they stand for truth and clarity, okay? And the Knight of Swords to me is someone who is coming in. Now, in this case, doesn't look like they're rushing in, but they're usually rushing in to come in and tell you the truth, to lay the truth down in front of you so that you can discern and decide what it is that you might want to do with regard to making a decision about it. That just rolled out of my tongue, off my tongue. And as you know me, if you've been on my channel for a while, words don't come out of my mouth very easily. But that just did. Holy cow, I did not have to think about it at all. It just went blah, 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 like that. So yes, it is something that you've learned either some truth, or someone has come forward and confessed or expressed their truth to you. Either way. Okay, so it's all about truth, clarity, and transparency. You are... This is the past energy. So what, Archangel Michael? He said, draw the next card. It'll make sense. So, Judgment. Okay. Those two go together very, very well. Now, Judgment is you making a decision, right? Just what I said. You're making a decision. It's about having all the information in front of you so that you know what you want to make for a decision. Yeah, so you are totally informed. You have in the past gathered some information, enough so that you've been able to make a decision about which direction to go, one way or the other, of what to decide, what to choose. That's what I'm getting, guys. So, I mean, it could be something as mundane as like my situation, for example, where I have informed myself so much about what it is I want in my life and what it is that I don't want in my life, what I'll accept and what I won't accept. And I stood by that. Like the Queen of Swords, I stood by that, and I didn't let emotions get in the way. However, I've been behaving very fairly. So whoever it is I had to speak to or tell them my truth, it was done in a very compassionate way, in the sense that there's no emotion. However, it is done with sensitivity, let's just say. Sensitivity, so that it's not to hurt another. Because the last thing we want to do is to, if we don't have karma to pay off, or maybe we've already paid karma off, we don't want to acquire any more karmic debt moving forward. So whoever it is that we need to speak our mind to, or whoever it is that we're working with or dealing with, we need to be sensitive and, yes, compassionate as well to their feelings, to their thoughts, because our way isn't the only highway. It's when we're working with 2 or more people, we have to consider other highways. So yeah, there's a decision that you were to have made. So you're sitting in the energy now of having made that judgment, of having made the decision from whatever information you came upon. It could be that someone came forward in your life that you know is either you're in a current relationship with or had been in a past relationship with. It could be even that they came forward and gave you all the goods, the information that you needed in order for you to be able to sit in the energy of, I know how to make a decision now. I know enough now. I'm informed enough now that I feel clear enough to be able to make a sound judgment call, right? So what's the energy that you are in, you know, personally in this story? Page of Coins. Okay, Page of Coins is you're ready to consider thinking differently, but having a new start in having, maybe you're going to make an offer, or someone has offered to you something. And so this is you sitting in an energy of having an offer in front of you, you know, an offer to consider, to make a judgment on. So you are definitely in the position of having some options or choices or whatever that you've had to become clear about, and to go this way or that way, or with this person, with that person, to either follow a dream that you want to build a house, right? Want to build a house and live in it happily ever after in the mountains, you know, someplace where you really, really want to be. And you've become clear about that, very, very clear that is the path that you want to go. And so you are sitting in this, having made the decision. So it's all about, maybe you've got to make an offer to somebody. If you're going to buy a house or build a house, you may need to offer your finances to a builder, or, you know, first acquiring the plan and then finding a builder. You may be having to talk to and offer whatever it is that you are going to be able to afford budget-wise, with whoever it is that's going to fit within that budget. Yeah. Or you may keep making an offer on a piece of land that you're acquiring so that you can build your house or move a house onto it, or you know, or if you're buying a piece of land that has a house already on it, you'll be making an offer, right? Making an offer on it if it's something that you are interested in purchasing. So yes, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So what's the energy of the situation? We have the Seven of Wands. Okay, the Seven of Wands, that's an energy for a situation. It's an energy about being solid, something that's standing in a solid position, in the sense that the situation is it's solid. There is no, like, there's boundaries that you're going to have to, like boundaries as in rules and laws, stuff like that you're going to have to obey and follow in order for you to continue moving forward. So there, like for example with the house building or house acquiring, you're going to have to do these things. You're going to have to work with probably with a realtor, if not with somebody who is selling their home or their property as for sale by owner, but eventually you're going to have to work with the lawyer and a title agent, right? You're going to have to follow the rules and follow the laws in that particular area, wherever it is that you choose to live, and they might be different than where you're from. So there's for that scenario. And then for another scenario is that if this person If there's a person that you're either with or coming back from the past for you, it's like they have come in and expressed, confessed, whatever, their truth to you, laid it all out in front of you on the table, so you can go, I'll take that, but I won't take that. You know, that kind of thing. I'll accept this, but not that. They've offered something to you, or you're going to offer something in return, or you'll be offering something to them. They're standing on a solid high ground kind of thing, like they have ascended enough, evolved enough for you to be in a relationship with them, because they've got healthy boundaries up. Now when you create healthy boundaries of what you'll accept and what you won't accept in a relationship or in any situation, that means you have actually been introspective enough to put up healthy boundaries, saying, you know, I'm worth enough, like you're going to know you're worthy enough to have certain boundaries in place for others, that if they do choose to accept your boundaries, great, but if they don't, then it's like bye-bye, and you know, you're moving on kind of thing. So yeah, this is a solid ground situation. Someone who is someone who is in a standing their ground and fighting off any naysayers or ones that want to poke at them for some reason, because they don't think that whatever they're doing or whoever they want to be with is not appropriate for them, so they're telling them what they think. And this person here is saying, I don't care, you know, even though my back may be up against the wall, I'm on a higher vantage point than you, to the ones poking, right? So therefore I know more than you can see. I know I can see more in this person than you see. In other words, to me, that is that's the person I need to be with, that I want to be with. That would be you, collective. Okay, so that would be your person now in a situation that has to do with something else: work, career, purchasing something, a car, a house, whatever, and family. You know, it's all about that. The situation is solid enough that that for you to move towards it is going to give you the ability to know how to navigate the process or the system, like the rules and the laws of home building or home buying, car purchasing, all that sort of stuff. It's stable. Excuse me. It's stable enough. So in other words, it's not a willy-nilly, fly-by-night situation where you're going to be thinking, oh my god, oh my goodness, is this for real? Like, can I trust this? Yes, you can trust this. If it was something else that wasn't solid, of course, it would red flags. It would be a time to be concerned about whether or not you should move forward in that situation, towards your goal, your dream, whatever. What's the energy between you and that situation is the Queen of Cups. Well, so wonderful. You've got a lot of love and compassion. Like I was saying, you have to have sensitivity and compassion, right? Queen of Cups is an energy that the collective is sitting in. Now remember, just because it's a queen doesn't mean that we're talking only to feminine collective. You can be masculine and sitting in the Queen of Cups energy, because it is just an energy. The Queen of Cups, let's just say that's the King of Cups, is someone who is very much in touch with their emotions, as is the Queen of Cups. However, the King of Cups kind of just has his toe dipped into it. In other words, he's like, as soon as he sees something that may not be clear to them, or may be a little disconcerting, they'll pull their toe out. So they'll like, they're just barely into their emotions, in the sense that they're not confident enough yet to totally express themselves in love. They can, like, verbally, okay, like to speak it, express themselves. However, they will do things like, for example, they'll make sure there's there's always groceries in the fridge and the cupboards. The roof is always going to be paid for over your head. You know, you're going to feel secure that way. And that's their way of showing you that they love you. But they're not going to say, oh, honey, I love you, or oh, dear, I love you, you know, express themselves. So whether female or male, with the King of Cups, with the Queen of Cups, yes, expression, expression, expression in all forms. There's no holding back. This one's highly intuitive. And, you know, they're the sweetheart of the deck, by the way. But in any case, you are going to be expressing yourself in ways that it's going to be joyful for you. Like with the person who's standing solidly on their 2 feet, even though their back might be against the wall, when they're dealing with other people that have qualms about what they want to do with their time and energy and who they want to be with, that kind of thing. They're fighting them back. They're holding their ground very well, and you're going to be very appreciative. Just think of it that way. Like somebody who says they're in love with you, and you know that there could be obstacles and challenges in their lives that they got to face, and they're fighting back. They're saying, you know, I'm not going to fold and follow your wishes and, you know, rules and laws and whatever about who I should be with and what I should be doing with my time and energy. I am standing up for myself because I see a relationship with my collective here, my person, as being she or he is worthy of me fighting to be in a relationship with them. And that could be like, well, you know, that's beautiful. I sure, you know, I've never seen that side of you before. It's lovely to see that side of you. I am so much more in love with you now, you know, really. It's like you just fallen even more in love with this person because you see what they're up against trying to do in order to be with you. Okay, and in the situation like mine, for example, or buying a car or a home, something that you really, really want, how in love are you going to be with this situation? It's exciting. It's like joyful, happy times, you know, happy, good times. You're creating something. You're acquiring something that you really, really been wanting for a long, long time. And you can see yourself in it. You can see yourself in a car like that you really want. You can see yourself in the house that you really want. You can see yourself in the location that you really want. It's just like it's a great, great feeling all around. You're in love. You're in love. Totally in love. You're not holding back like a King of Cups might hold back in the face of adversity. You're not. So you're going forward, you know, with all guns blazing kind of thing. So what's the see how I get stuck with my words? What's the potential outcome? We got the Ace of Pentacles. Holy cow. With the Queen of Swords, there she is. She's been showing up a lot. And the Ten of Wands have been showing up a lot too. Really, it's very interesting. It wasn't yesterday, but it had been a couple of times at least last week when I was doing readings. And so with the Queen of Swords, very interesting. Anyhow, guess what? You got a brand new opportunity at the divine, because you know you're doing all this stuff that's for your highest good, doesn't hurt you, doesn't hurt another person, okay? Because you're doing this, you're going for it, and you've given this person your time of day. You're seeing that they've evolved, and the divine's been helping them evolve, by the way, because they know that the two of you are a good pair. Now, for the house or car situation, whatever it is, job even, it's just like it's a good match. It's a good match. Somebody who wants to buy a car or a house, it's like, yeah, go for it. The divine is saying, go for it, and we're going to help you all along the way with a great big blessing of prosperity and abundance, because you've been such a good, person, in the sense that you are following the rules and the laws of the land so that you don't hurt yourself or another, and it's for your highest good. You have been fully informed. You've either gotten yourself fully informed, or someone came forward and fully informed you. And you've made a judgment that the judgment it's the divine inspired judgment. The whisper in your ear, yes, you've got all the information now. You've got all the information now. You can do this. You can do this. You know, whispering in your ear judgment to help you make that decision, that judgment call. And voila, there you are with on a journey to build or buy a new house and buy a car that you are just like been fantasizing like crazy over having. A job, same thing. You're fantasizing about having a particular career or a job, and you've been well informed, or you've done your research about it. You've done your interviewing with the company, and you make that judgment call, and you're making an offer, or they're made an offer to you, and it's a solid. You know, it's not like the, let's see, it's solid. It's not like what's the other solid thing that would be a card in the tarot? I don't know, possibly the Wheel of Fortune, something like that. It's not that, but it's because you're supposed to input your energy, and possibly your money if it's car and or a house, that kind of thing. You're supposed to input your energy to make it grow, to become the Wheel of Fortune, the destiny kind of thing. This is a very good opportunity and option for you, and you've been listening to, you know, you've been heeding the call and listening to what it is that you truly desire and what you know you deserve. So the divine says, you know it, so we know it too. We've always known it. Divine says we always known it. It's just had to get you up to what do you call it? Up to speed. Oh my gosh. You have to get you up to speed for you to know it and feel and truly fall in love with it. So you having done that now, you've done that, and the divine's saying, okay, this is the potential outcome. You keep following this particular path, knowing and always knowing that you're worthy, and fall in love with it even more and more. We got this for you. And you're going to know that it's going to be all truthful, all truth and transparency moving forward, though there are going to be some challenges, okay, some stress, some struggling, because it's all about that, right? The journey isn't about you just starting somewhere, so you have a goal in place, and it's just like all airy-fairy and it just works out perfectly. No, there's always little, there's not going to be big bumps in the road. There'll be little, when you're following your divine path, your destiny, it's little bumps. It's little bumps to just make sure, like those speed bumps on the road, to make sure you're still awake. Okay, so it's all about you having to navigate some small enough, large enough, small enough speed bumps along the way to make sure that you still stand in your integrity. Okay, you continue standing in your integrity, and the divine is taking care of all the resources that you need moving forward. And for me, with building a house, this is really great news. I'm very happy to know that the divine is going before me. Well, has already, right? We're just catching up, right? It's like, keeping up to speed with the divine. The divine's already done it. We just have to, decide to do it, choose to do it, to do the path to go that way. It's already been laid out. So when you're doing it, following the rules of the land, the law of the land, with all of that stuff going on that you're doing, whether you're in a relationship or you're buying a car, you follow those rules. You don't try to do anything shadowy or sneaky or underhanded that's going to hurt somebody else and even yourself. You do that, and this path will appear to you. You see, it's always been there, but it's just going to, like magic, it's going to appear to you. Oh, look at that resource over there. Oh, look at this. We got this money. This money just came, that kind of stuff. You have the right people helping you with whatever it is, like the car salesman, and if you need to have a personal loan for your vehicle, that kind of thing. The people that work in the mortgage, not the mortgage, but the personal loan banking system, they're going to be very helpful, that kind of stuff. There might be a few snags you have to get around, but that's all part of this. It's all a part of standing in your integrity and moving forward anyways, irregardless of what obstacles you're facing, doing it with peace and clarity. It's going to help you overcome those obstacles, and they're going to seem like, that was easy. you know, oh, what's next kind of thing. It's about keeping you on guard. It's about keeping you awake, these challenges. But 10 is the end, right? You and your challenges are going to end, because when you're on, I just have to share this one last thing with you. When you're on your path, your challenges are less. They're small. They're minuscule compared to what they are when you're living on autopilot, you know, living by default, living in ego and fear. Challenges are quite big. They can be quite momentous too, like mountains compared to a molehill. But when you're on your path, it means you've already navigated so many challenges and obstacles, those big ones in your life, that's how come you're where you're at now. But once you're there, these challenges, and 10 is the end, they're so much less, they're so insignificant compared to how they used to be for you. So I hope that was helpful. Let's get some divine inspiration and guidance from our Happy Mystical Shaman Oracle, Archangel Michael, and then we'll end the reading. Archangel Michael, will you please provide a card or two of insight, advice, and inspiration? Here we go. We have the curse. Oh my goodness, curse. Okay, and the blade. Wow, the curse and the blade. Just cut that curse right out, right? All right. Number 14. Wow, opened right up to that. That's cool. The essence of this card is the curse refers to the limiting stories of our ancestors and the karma from former lifetimes that preordains the events of our lives. It is the source of negative patterns, and it can show up as a disease, a destructive force, or a blockage on our creative energy. Remember, I was talking about how they were big before you got onto your path. A disease, right? A destructive force? What would be a destructive force? You know, maybe like your house burning, or a hurricane or something that, you know, blew your house apart kind of thing. Or a blockage on your creative, like you feel like you're stuck and you're blocked from being able to move forward in your creative energy. The curse holds us hostage to a false story that we confuse for reality. Recognizing the original wound that is playing out in our life can heal it. So it could be back as far back as childhood, with the childhood wounds, the wounded child, right? The invitation for the curse is, it is time to recognize the source of your limitations. Did your grandparents live with a mindset of scarcity and lack? Did you inherit genes for heart disease? Wow. Were you a slave or a master in a past life? This karmic legacy is ready and waiting to be seen, to be untangled, and to be released. Yeah, 10 is the end. So you recognize any other thread of whatever could be a challenge or an obstacle to you. Recognize that and let it, you know, bring it to your awareness, and then put it in God's hands and say, please take this from me. Thank you. I have no longer any need for this. Amen. You know, that kind of thing. Honor the players and their stories. Forgive everyone and everything. Craft a new life course for yourself. That's some really great advice. Really great advice. Because it'll keep you, you know, it'll keep you well sheltered. That advice is going to keep you well sheltered and protected. Okay, just clean up anything, any thread of an obstacle or challenge of a wound from your past. Think about it. Sit and think. Be introspective and think about what that might be to you. So the blade represents sharpness of the mind, body, and spirit. Pointing upward, it summons the power of heaven. When aimed down to the ground, it anchors the power of the heavens on earth. The blade can be a healing tool or a weapon. Wield it wisely, and it will transmit power, bestow initiations, cut energetic cords from the past, like this one of the curse, of the ancestral curse. Something that you brought in with you when you were born. No, we're not completely clear slates. We do have ancestral curses, you know, ancestral negativity from our other lifetimes that we're bringing in with us through our DNA as well. So wield it wisely and it will transmit power, bestow initiations, cut energetic cords from the past, or sever toxic relationships. Use it with anger and it will slash, stab, and kill you or someone else, right? The invitation, you are invited to draw your blade and use it. That curse right there. It is not auspicious to hesitate, to waste time in idle talk, or to hide from the inevitable. Heaven and earth are aligned to support you in claiming your power. This is heaven and earth. The pentacle is very much 3D, but it's heaven sent, okay, to support you in claiming your power. You know how powerful you feel when you're manifesting your dreams, right? So take decisive action. So, keep moving forward. Overcome your fear of hurting others. If you got to leave a relationship or an area where you have great friends or family and stuff like that, they might, again, with this one here, he's holding his ground. He or she is holding their ground, and they've got their boundaries up. Overcome your fear of hurting others. Unsheath the blade and use it wisely. So yeah, if you're leaving a relationship behind to move forward and into a situation that it's going to, a dream of yours, yeah, if there's anything holding you back from doing that, annex it, and the divine has got you covered. This great story, beautiful story. I hope you enjoyed it, and take care of yourself. Bye for now.